You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it a back bay. Yeah, I got game, God in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Buku signing on, John to the Hancock and
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Once a Week. I'm Billy J. Ludis, and I want to get right into it today. Because this message has been in the back of my mind for a while now. And something told me today was the day to bring it out. You ever heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? I know most people have. I know most people live that phrase daily. And personally, I can't stand it. I never liked that phrase. I never liked hearing that people were faking it in this life because I thought it meant nothing if you were out trying to be something you're not. I thought it was a waste of your time if you're out trying to be someone you're not. Because I thought if you're faking it in this life, then you're missing out on the opportunity to find out who you really are. You're missing out on finding out the strength that only you have. And you're missing out on finding out what makes you, the only you in this world, great. But then I actually started to dive into it. Because I wanted to figure out why someone would choose to fake it. I wanted to figure out why someone feels the pressure to be someone they're not. Because I felt if we could uncover that, it could hold an answer to bring someone back to who they were meant to be all along. And that's where your power lies. But in looking at all that, and studying what it was that causes people to go down that road, I got my answers. And when you break it all down to square one, it all stems from a choice that was made usually after pain hits us. Because we all go through pain in life. That's a given. But it's what you choose to do after that pain hits that will define who you initially become in the process. Whether that's a stronger person, a stronger version of yourself, because you decided to face whatever it was that came to you head on. And you faced that pain. And you willed your way into something greater because you wouldn't let this world keep you down. Or you choose to run from it. You choose to run from your pain. You choose to turn away from who you are because you start to think that who you are is nothing because you're so hurt. You start to think that you're weak and you start to walk away. And as time goes on, you start to fake it. You start to pull in the front because people are wondering how you've been doing. And you don't want to tell them the truth that the pain is still there. You fake it. And you're just waiting for something to come along to cheer you up, to perk you up so you can have that good feeling again of making it in this world. Fake it till you make it. Right? But see, then I started to wonder. And the way my mind works, it started to make connections. If you're faking who you are in life, later in life, who are you going to become? If when your pain came to you and instead of facing it, you began faking it, and you turned and walked in a different direction, a direction you were never meant to go down, then later in life, don't you think that will come back to you? Because instead of living the life you were supposed to live and fighting through that pain and facing it to become someone greater and stronger, you began living a fake life. Do you think that's the reason there are so many people in the world today who are depressed? Who can't seem to find the joy in their life? Who only see this world for its negativity instead of its possibility? Because when pain came to them, they were hurt. And instead of facing the pain, they put their head down and began to fake it in their life, saying they were okay when in actuality they were still hurting inside. And then later in life, they can't seem to figure out why their life is the way it is, or the way they wanted it to be. Because instead of being who they were meant to be or called to be, they faked it. fake it till you make it. But if you fake it, I don't think you'll ever truly feel like you made it. Your pain was never meant to create a fake you. It was meant to break you and make you into something great. The decisions you make after your pain comes to you will define who you become. That's why it's so sad to see someone with so much potential, which we all have, choose a bad path. Or that's why it's so sad to see someone choose to give into the world around them when they're hurt, to follow the norm, to try to dull the pain in some way, to go to the clubs and to go to the bars to try and dull the pain because that's what everyone else is doing. But at first, don't you have to put on a fake smile? Because it still hurts. But it's what everyone else is doing. So you give into the norm of those around you. And you put on that fake smile because hopefully, it will make a real smile soon. There's another way. Face your pain. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it will be tough, but it needs to be. Because if you can get through it, and when you get through it, you will become something greater in the process. Someone who won't give in to this world. Someone who doesn't try to dull the pain by smaller means, but instead uses that pain to push them to greatness. Someone who, when their world crumbles into pieces, they don't turn and walk away, but instead begin to build something greater on the pieces that fell. Stop faking who you are. Face your pain. Act on what you bring to the table. People say the phrase, "I know who I am." Do you? Do you really know who you are? Do you really know the strength that you have? Or did you create something you were never meant to be because you chose to fall in line with the rest of the world because that's the norm? When pain came to you to give you a chance to create something and become something greater in this world, to step out and go against the grain of what everyone else is doing and become someone people look up to rather than look next to for? Because you chose to step out when pain came to you and use it to become something greater. Instead of stepping aside and becoming like everyone else, stop faking. Face your pain and use it to become who you are meant to be. Make it in this world. Don't fake it in this world. Until next week, guys.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it.